Hello, welcome to this midnight reading. Um, it's my first time doing a nighttime reading on the channel, which is surprising since I am a night owl. So, this message might be for night owls or anyone who's just up late watching this or any time of day. Also, I just got this microphone. I don't know if it works. We're going to see. Um, I clipped it to this selenite piece that I have because I don't really. Anyway, we're just going with it. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit, I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know what this energy is. It feels good, but it also feels a bit like all over the place, a bit like quirky, a bit silly, a bit. It just feels fun. It feels light. It feels like there's been a quick release. There's been something that you felt heavily, and then you just let it pass through you. You let it pass through you. Hmm. Okay. So there's this song stuck in my head. It's been stuck in my head for a bit. I was dancing to it earlier. It's called Thin Skin, and I just recently heard it and I was like, wow, this song is so good. And then when I went to the artist's page on Spotify, it was like the only song they had, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I think the band is called Pet Nat, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I want to hear more of their songs, and it was the only one, and it was so good. So I feel like there's something about that of like you might have put something out and it was so good, and then you just stopped, or like you didn't continue, or you didn't like realize how good it was, or like you don't. There's something about starting and then stopping short, stopping too soon, stopping before you've even really given it a chance or gotten it off the ground, or like I don't know, because I did look up the artist and I was able to find some more of their music on some other site. I don't remember. I've actually forgotten to listen to it because it's not on my with the rest of my music, so I kind of forgot. So there's something about that. It's like it's not visibly where people can see it. It's like it's there, but how can you make it more accessible to people? There's something about your art, your message, your creativity, your energy, your visibility of like you have this really potent, powerful, beautiful, meaningful, resonant, divine piece of work that's kind of just sitting in a closet almost, or just like sitting somewhere where people can't find it or people don't know it's there. So like how can you get more eyes on it? And maybe this is something that you haven't created yet, but you want to create. Maybe it's something that's sitting in the back corners of your mind, or sitting, I don't know, in some graveyard of ideas, right? That you haven't gotten to yet. That you kind of like honor almost. It's like, oh man, I have all these great ideas, but like that's all they ever are, or like at least from where you're standing. Hmm. Okay. I think the way you see yourself is not the way others see you. You're too close to something. Can you get more distance from it? Can you take away the stakes? Can you take away the pressure? Can you take away the perfection, the need to be perfect? or to try to understand how other people are going to perceive you and just let it be. Because you don't know how someone's going to receive your work of art. You don't know how someone's going to receive you. And that's not the point. The point is to create. The point is to express. The point is to live in your truth and to embody that and to express that. People will feel that. You don't have to try, right? It's like you just have to be. You just have to be yourself and allow yourself to take on that expression, to take on that form of whatever you're creating. And you get to see that for yourself. You get to perceive yourself through your art, through your work, through your expression. And that's pretty fucking cool. So allow yourself to perceive yourself. Allow yourself to be a mirror. Your art is a mirror. Your art is a reflection of you, what you do, who you are. Who you are in this moment allows you to capture this moment like a photograph. When you look back at your old photos, like it takes you back to that time. When you listen to old music, it takes you back to that time. Smells, right? Places. So many things, right, that take us back to old versions of ourselves. So there's something about pulling from those old versions, maybe pulling from the past for inspiration, like taking a stroll down memory lane to see what gems are there that you could use. It's almost like a blend of selves, like a blend of different versions of yourself, different ages, different characters, different phases and stages of who you are. And how can you kind of blend those, or how can you use that while also channeling like who you're becoming and this version of yourself that you're just getting into. Okay, I'm just noticing this light from the candle. It's just like so, and I feel like it's pointing at my third eye and like crown. So it's like creating through your intuition, creating from your imagination, creating from your dream space, creating from this alternate reality, creating from your visions, from the feeling you get when you listen to a good piece of music and like it takes you to somewhere else. It takes you to another place. Like, what is that feeling? What is that evoking? How do you get into that energy? What makes you feel that? How can you evoke that? There's something about evoking feeling and also maybe listening to music while you create. Or doing something that allows you to tap in and sink in to the energy so that you're not really thinking necessarily, but you're moving instinctually. You are playing with the energy, dancing with it, dancing along with it, co creating. When you can get out of your own head, your own mind, you can kind of silence or soften those voices that are telling you not to move, that are telling you to second guess, that are making you doubt what you're making. it allows you to just be yourself, because when you're in the moment, you're not thinking, oh, I shouldn't have done that, right? You're just doing it. So, what allows you to be present? What allows you to be, to feel safe, right? Because if we don't feel safe, it can be hard to let down our guards or to be vulnerable, right? Because art is an act of vulnerability. If we're creating something from a deep place within us and we're sharing that, we're allowing others to see that, we're inviting others in to our inner worlds. That can be terrifying, right? So don't think about it. So don't think about it. Just do it. Because it's not that bad, right? If you're sharing things with love, with truth, like, you're doing it for you. Like, only good can come from that, you know? Like, I mean, there's always a shadow side to everything, right? But you're not afraid of that. This is a whole different topic, but something else that was coming up today for me was the healer and the martyr, like the shadow side of the healer being the martyr. Well, I was thinking about last night, like, what's the shadow side of healing, you know? Because I was feeling kind of jaded of just like what is the purpose, you know, of having the ability to see things if, you know, I can't help anyone sometimes. Like, I have to just watch things happen, and I know they're going to happen, and I feel like the pain for others. I don't know, and like, I care so much. Um and I've had to kind of learn to take a step back of like, healing doesn't mean saving, you know. Sometimes healing means walking away. Sometimes healing means staying out of it. Hi, Chunky. Hi, baby. I'm doing a reading right now. Okay. Mango just came in from outside. Um, what are you doing, sweetie? I'm gonna pause because I just need to cuddle him. Sorry, I told you the energy was kind of all over the place. He's just been going, my cat, he's just been going outside a lot with the full moon this weekend. Like, I don't know. And he's in this, it's warm now. So, like, anyway, so he's been like just going out and then coming back. And yeah, so anyway, I don't know if there's this full moon was like some sort of shift for you. The full moon pulls out emotions from us, right? That need to be released. And I feel like you pull out emotions from people that they need to release. And a lot of times they're not ready to, or don't know how to, or just don't know they're there. Um, and so you can kind of become the punching bag, or the, you know, my throat just got itchy. So they might say words to you that are not really meant for you. Um, wow. Okay, let's go back to what I was saying before. I don't know if I'm going to post this because this message is all over the place. Um, with this card I pulled, um, with the unicorn, and it says use your intuition to make beneficial changes. But what I'm noticing is okay, be careful, I don't want to burn this. I'm trying to get this in focus. It's just her face, right? Like, is that her face? I don't know if you can see, but she just looks so like downcast. She's just like, bro, like, yeah, I'm fucking like, there we go. She's like, yeah, I can see shit. Yeah, I know shit. Yeah, I'm like mystical and people say I'm special and unique or whatever. But like, no one's fucking listening to me. Nobody is taking care of shit. And I just have to feel all this shit and know all this shit. And what am I supposed to do with it? Like, I'm tired. I have all of this, you know, knowledge or foresight or magic. But what is it for if I can't do anything with it? If I can't help anyone? If I can't change the world? If I can't change myself? I don't know. If I can't, if I feel stuck or if I feel alone or like no one understands me or I don't fit in anywhere cuz look at me, you know? I stand out. People don't like that or people don't get that or people don't, you know, they see me for what I can offer them and they don't see who I am, or they see me and they're like, "Wow, you're so strong." You know, you're so insightful, and they think they want to learn from you. But who's there for you, right? Who's there to guide you? Who's there to help you? Who's there to comfort you or understand you and everything that you carry because you see so much that others tend to miss. And you feel what others are afraid to feel, and you carry what others are too weak to carry, or that's how it's perceived, right? You're the strong one, and so you take on a lot, you know. And I think it can be tiring, it can be frustrating, it can be like you might be at a place where you're just like, I don't know really where I'm going. I don't know what is the point of this. Like you're not really seeing. It's like you've seen like, okay, yeah, I'm strong, but I haven't, like, where's this taking me? Like, what's the point? Kind of just like, when do I get like to feel seen, right? I see everyone else. When will anyone see me? Can anyone see me? Like, who can truly see me? Hmm. I feel like that's true loneliness, right? Is when you're just feeling unseen by others. Hmm. Spirit, what I feel like we should pull from this deck. This is the Seashell Oracle. Oh my god. This is one of my favorite decks. I haven't used it that much. It's still one of my newer decks. But look how beautiful that is. Okay, anyway. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so I was just thinking like the song I was talking about before is called Thin Skin. So other people could have thin skin, and so you kind of protect them, right? And you'll take, it's almost like, yeah, you deal with people who have thin skin, but you have thick skin, so people can say whatever they want to you. They can project shit at you. And now it kind of like you don't let it in. Like it'll still hurt or it'll still bother you, but you don't um what's the word? You don't like accept it. You don't acknowledge it as true. Like that's not, I can't think of the word. It's like it doesn't connect. It doesn't, it's not something that you personalize. You don't internalize. That's the word I think I was trying to get at. You don't internalize it because you're like, well, I know that's not about me at all. It's about the other person. Like you fully understand the world now and people and humans and how we work, and like a lot of the times I keep feeling like there's something crawling on my leg. Um I what was I saying? Yeah, you're just learning that when other people say shit toward you or whatever, or others, even you observe other people or you observe them talking about other people, it's their own, they're revealing themselves. We reveal ourselves when we speak through our behavior, our actions, through our words, through the way we speak about ourselves and others and situations, and how we act and how we handle conflict and change and tension and turmoil. And, it's like we're constantly revealing ourselves. And so you understand human behavior, you are very observant and analytical, and you do it in an instant. Like you don't even realize you're doing it, you just do it. You're able to see through, you'll be able to cut right through to the core, to the meat, to the juice. Like you have it all. People are like, how the fuck, do you know that? Or how, and you're just like, how the fuck do people not know that? Like it's almost like you get frustrated with other people because you're like, why is it so hard for them? Why is it so hard for them to understand what's going on, or like for them to change, to move towards change? Why are they so resistant to change? Why are they so frustrated or afraid of change? Because you understand that change is a tool, change is an offering. Why would you resist that? Why would you say no to change when change is there to help? Change is there to usher you into your dreams or your desires, or toward more richness and truth and beauty and everything. Even if the change is painful, it's going to lead you somewhere. It's going to lead you somewhere that you probably haven't been before, or a deeper knowledge of yourself, which allows you to deeper understand the world. So the depth at which you've met yourself is the depth at which you're able to see others. Hmm. You have a grasp Okay, why is my eye like was going blurry for a second? Like I don't know what the hell's going on. Like I'm telling you weird things. Weird things. Weird things could be happening. I don't know. Let's pull a card, okay? Okay, Spirit. Okay, two cards jumped out like this. So let's see. The first one is anemone. I don't know if that's how you say it. Anemone. It says ethereality. Ooh, that's a cool word. Compatibility and symbiosis. Symbiosis. Ethereality. I think I'm saying that right. But this is what I was saying before about tapping into that. Like that elsewhere. That and you're tapped into this whole other world, this like that other people can't see, like this rainbow. And it's like that's why you're like, why not change, because you could be living in this world, why not, you know and this is why you choose to see, though. This is why, because you get access to this, you get access to this, to all the good stuff, to all the impossible stuff, what everyone says is impossible. You got access to it 24/7, baby. Okay. Ooh, I've been meaning to look up this shell, cowrie, because I've been drawn to this shell recently, and I've been meaning to Google it and I haven't. Like, what's the meaning behind it? It says prosperity, protection, and trade. Interesting. Okay. So there's something of value that you have because people want it. It's like people will trade for your skill. People want to buy what you have to offer, like what you do naturally. People would pay for you to give to them in whatever way, whether it's a service or a piece of work, a piece of art, whatever, an item, an object, I don't know. Or if it's just wisdom or a skill or something you're teaching or a practice or a ritual or something. Um, because they see the value in it, and they will use it to create more value in their life, more abundance. It connects you, this thing that you have, this skill connects you to others, connects you to the community, connects you. You get to be a piece of it. You get to be. Oh, I was just getting. I forgot because I was like, what was I gonna say? In the reflection of these shells, it almost looks like a window or something. Here. But there's no window, obviously, in this background that will be reflecting on that. So there's just illusions. There's weird shit happening. I don't know. I think, but windows, it's something that you see through. It allows you to peek into a new world, to observe what is outside of where you are. So I feel like you offer people this new view of the world, this new way to look, this new perspective, this new way. You offer people a new way to perceive themselves, their surroundings, other people. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard, like being carrying these gifts, because with these gifts, you're also carrying a lot of responsibility and a lot of darkness. Because as much as you carry light, you also carry the darkness, and you see the underbelly. You know what that feels like. You know the ins and outs of those streets, the streets that no one else wants to walk, but you've walked them. And you try to tell people they're not that bad. They're not that bad as people make it seem, you know? But I feel like you're just learning, like, you don't have to stand in the darkness to show people the way to the light. You can be in the light and guide people through your radiance, through your pleasure, through you showing them that this other way is possible. You don't have to be there in the darkness, pulling them through, dragging them through, trying to drag them along when they don't want to budge. You know, you can step into the light, into the lighter side. And you don't have to feel bad about that. And you don't have to deal with whatever comes with that. I know it can be hard being a badass sometimes because people just are out there doing dumb shit, and you are just holding strong because you know, like, just hold out, because there's some wonderful blessings coming in. So don't give up just yet. Don't give up just yet. Okay.